Okay, so I'm going to start with makeup and start with the eyes first. But I'm going to do like brown. Should I do gold or silver?
Probably gold. Stick with the neutrals.
Okay. You heard it here first. Okay,
I'm
so.
going to stick with neutral colors, but make it dark.
Okay.
We want dramatic, but we don't want anything like purple or blue or red. We're sticking with like skin tones.
Otherwise, it looks like you got punched in the eye.
Exactly, and you don't want to be a raccoon.
What they just said. All right, so tip to get a perfect eye is to get tape.
Ooh.
Okay, you put it on the back of your hand. Look, I'm helping sisters out. It works. And then one thing I like to make sure I put on my eye is like you can put like concealer or like foundation to make sure your makeup stays, because definitely with like show makeup it's like a lot of pigment, and if it comes off then it's not pretty. So I just put it on my eye, and then I'll take a sponge and I'll blend it. And you don't have to worry about putting it under your eye right now because it's just going to be that. And then you want to set that as well, so it kind of has something to stick to, or not to stick to, my bad. Now I'll just take powder, or you can use a brush too. I just use sponges for everything. And it looks like I just got like, I'm not going to say that out loud. Keep it PG. Okay, so then I just put that. Okay. So it's just to make sure you have like a clean base, I guess you could say. All right, so now since like this is not as sticky, you're gonna put the tape from right at the corner of your eye to your eyebrow. And then you just go like that. So it should look like that. So then I'll do it again. And then you do it from the eye to the eyebrow, like that. You don't have to do this, but it's just so like it's clean and sharp. All right, so to start off with, let me see. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with doing with a light brown. I look so crazy right now. I can't even open my eyes. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with the light brown, and I should show the colors, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's helpful. Actually, I lied. I'm not. Yeah. Okay, so it's that one, and then I'm gonna blend that into my crease. So basically, just a light brown. This one's kind of like a little bit more like of a cool brown, but whatever like you prefer. And then I'll go like this. And then I just blend it into the crease. And as you're doing it, make sure you're going all the way to the tape. Like literally you can like put the powder on the tape to make sure that you're getting that eyeshadow like right there to get that straight line. Because we do want to try and make it dramatic. And that's how you get the dramatic look, is by having that like sharp crease. So I'm literally just doing like that eye. And this doesn't have to be like completely clean, but do your best. So you just put that. How do YouTubers do this? This is so awkward.
I think like a million takes.
Yeah, they take a million takes and then they edit and then they show bloopers at the end.
No,
We are unfiltered here.
I'm unfiltered, natural, just going all in.
We're going very extreme on this.
No pun intended.
Actually, puns are always intended. I love cheesy puns and dad jokes.
Alright, so now this is where it might get a little bit, not scary, but whatever you want to call it. So now I'm going to use a dark brown, and for that I recommend using a brush that's a little bit more denser. I'm trying to clean this because I have powder everywhere. But it looks like that. Don't they go like that?
Yeah.
In the videos. And then you're just going to get a dark brown, but I like that brown. Yeah, I'll just use the same one. Alright, so the dark brown is that one right there. And for this, less is more, and you just will build it up. So for this, you're going to apply it in the inner half of your eye and then the outer. So, I don't know how to do this. Okay. So basically I'll pack it in and then blend it. So literally it's going to look like really like bad at first, but it's just the best way. It's So I'm literally doing like the out. You're keeping the center of your eye like bare. You can do your whole eye, but you don't want to look like you got punched in the face, like Sarah said. And then and like you can see, like I'm literally taking this to the tape, and it won't look this harsh because you'll blend it out. And then for the inner part of my eye, I don't like to like do it too dark because it just can get a little bit too much, but I'll just pack it in there. But it's just to make sure, because it has to be dramatic, so you want darkness everywhere, but like I said, you don't want to do it too dark. But you want to keep the inner part of your eye a little bit lighter. So the craziness looks like that. Like I said, it looks maybe a little crazy right now, but this is how it works. So I'm just going to blend that in, put it in. And if you do mess up, you can just always go back with a Q-tip or like a makeup wipe, because that's why you haven't done your face yet. Because eyeshadow is a pain in the butt. So it looks like that. And then you can take the same fluffy brush and with no product and just start blending it. You could take a lighter color like that light brown and try to blend it in, but yeah, so basically I'm taking it and bringing it down and connecting it to the front. If that makes any sense. Does that make sense?
I think so.
Okay.
And they have the video.
Yeah. So I'm just going like that. But it's just making sure you're blending it because you're going to be adding a lot more like darker colors. And yeah. So, okay. Okay. So that's how the base should look for like darkness. And now the scary part is the black, but I don't do too much black just because it's just scary at first, but you get used to it. But this one I do the same color, the same brush from before, the denser one, but you're only going to do the outer part of your eye because you don't want to have black in your inner corner. So this, I focus it more like in this area. It's not going to be so much on the outer part, but if you do bring it up a little bit more, it's okay. And if you do feel more comfortable just going in with like the blending brush or like the one I use afterwards just to put the color in, you can. But it's best to do it this way because it's more like controlled, I guess you could say. And I just keep packing on the black because if you go in with too much, it can get a little bit crazy. So I literally just do the outer V right there, and I'll get closer to the camera and show them how it looks. Like, it's just the outer part of my eye. And then I take that same blending brush from before and just blend the crap out of it. It definitely takes a lot more patience, but blending, blending, blending. It's a process. Okay, and then the last thing I like to do is to take a gray color that I don't know where it's at because I have too many colors around me. Where did it go? No, that's not gray, that's blue. Sorry, there's so many colors in here. Okay, that's not gray. Well, yeah, that counts. Yeah, so then I take, there's tape on those, so you know that I actually still do this tape. So I take this gray color, it's a darker gray, and I put that in my crease. Like, I don't use like the packing method, just to kind of darken it up a little bit more, because I feel like it's just not enough. But it's just working your way up to the darkness, if that makes sense. And you can like replace like this gray with like the brown if you don't want so dark, but they definitely want a more dramatic look. Alright. So that's how that looks. And then I'm going to apply the glitter now because if you apply the glitter after you do your face, you're going to have glitter all over your face, and that's not fun. Alright. So for gold, I guess it's a goldy color. What I like to do with my like glitter colors, I like to take a flat brush just like that, and I'll spray. You could put water, or you can just use whatever spray that you can have, and just soak it. And then you take a gray color, which I'm gonna take that one because this gray complements my eyes the best. But it's gonna be, that's way too wet. Sorry. Or you can use your finger, like whatever like works best. And this you can apply all over your eye. I like to, the part that's bare you could put it in, but for the sake of the show, put it all over. And like even like if you do use your finger, it does come out even brighter. And you definitely want to pack a lot of glitter on your eye because that's what is most noticeable. So that's how it looks. And that. And if it isn't clean, we can always go back with more colors and just blend it.
Also, just want to clarify, you said gray, but that looks gold.
What color? I said gray.
You
What?
said gray.
I said gray.
Right with that. What you're
It's
putting
gold. That's what I meant. My bad. No, don't apply a gray glitter. Alright. So then I'll take just the same brush from before and then just blend it just so like you don't have like glitter and then your color. It's just gonna look better. But as you blend it, sometimes with me, I don't know if it's just everyone else, the glitter does tend to come off, so you kind of have to like alternate like between the glitter and the blending, but I think for the most part that's good. Okay. Wrong side. Okay. So then after, this is when you take off the tape.
Gently, we don't want any eyelashes coming out.
Yeah, no. So then you see how it has that. And that's what makes it look like you put a lot of effort into it when you really didn't. So is that dark enough?
Looks good.
Well, there's more to it. Like you have to do the bottom too, but okay. Now it's time for the face. All right. So one thing that like I was like talking to Sarah was like it's good to do. Like, don't be scared. A face that's dark, a color that's darker than your skin tone because the lights wash you out. So, but if you don't feel comfortable doing that, then don't. But for the sake of the video, I will. Thank you. Just so it's like, so you guys can see what it is. So I use like a foundation that's my skin color, and then I just mix it with a darker color. But it's also important to prime your face, which can be like a moisturizer, or you can like, if you don't have that, then don't worry. But I like to prime my face in like a drugstore that isn't like expensive. It's probably like what do you think? One in one, it's like $4.
Mm-hmm.
Not even. It's just like a primer. It looks like that if you want to get it. This is just gonna make your face last because if it is hot outside and you are there like outside, it could come off, and also throughout the show you're not worried about. That sounded like a fart. You don't have to worry about your makeup coming off.
Stage lights and sweating.
Yes,
Oh,
and
yeah,
you
definitely
exactly,
because you're working so hard on your dances.
Yeah.
Being energetic.
exactly. So that this like it came off. So I'm just doing that. All right, this video is long. I'm sorry. I'll breeze through the face now. All right, so I'm just gonna apply the foundation onto my face. And one thing too is like you want to bring it down your neck because if you are doing something a little darker, you don't want to look too crazy. And then I'll take just a little bit of the darkness. I don't do too much because I don't want to look like an Oompa Loompa. But I'll just apply a little bit of it. You don't have to do this, but it's insane how show lights really do make you a lot lighter. And then I'll definitely bring this with it. All right. And then I'll just blend this out. Blend, blend, blend. Don't know who's talking. Is that my phone?
Yeah.
You can ignore it. It's probably just a group chat. Okay. Okay, so that's just good for now. Alright, so that's blended, and then you can just do your basic, like, concealer stuff that you may do under the eye. And, like, I have a mountain on my face right now, right there, if you can't tell, that I would cover, but for right now, that would take me 5 hours, so I'm not going to do that to anyone. Okay, so now, after that, you want to make sure you set your face, because you don't want your makeup to sweat off. It's even like worse. So you can just take powder. I take one that isn't my skin tone because I don't like my face to look too crazy. But I'll blend it in. Okay, so now I'm kind of going to get into like the things that are going to make your face look what it needs to be. So you can do bronzer, which is going to make your face darker. That cord is just driving me insane. So then I'm just going to bronze the face. It's just that color. And just bronze. But it's okay if like you do look a little crazy, like it doesn't matter. Did she just say my name?
No.
Okay.
She said, "Come on, so
Cleo. Yeah, it's her dog.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then the part that's the most important is blush. All right. So you definitely want to go for like a pinkier blush, if that makes sense. So the colors I like to do are like ones like that. And with blush, more is more. So I literally will go in with a pink one or whatever you like. Erica, I am doing a video. And then I look like a clown. But then you could just go in with your foundation, kind of blend it out. But if you do feel like it's a lot, like that's what it's supposed to look like. Alright, so like that. That'll be good. And then you can like add highlighter if you do all that. I do, but
Not necessary.
it's not necessary for this. It's not like a major thing. But then for eyes, you can keep it like this, but if you want more darkness, you literally just take a dark brown color. This just adds darkness to your eyes and just put it under. Or you can use eyeliner. And then you can just take another brush and blend it out. I mean, this takes 5 seconds to do if like you're in a rush, but you feel like you need a little something. And yeah. So then it just does that. To me, it does make a huge difference, but if you feel comfortable, and then you can just add like color in your inner corner. That one's sparkly, but I like the sparkles. Just to brighten your eyes, but yeah. Do you want me to do lashes?
You don't have to. I mean, we can.
Yeah, I think we usually have enough people to help with lashes.
But lashes are important, so
yes.
Make
Do
sure
you want me to show you like
Yeah.
the lashes I have?
They're good
So this is like what lashes should look like. I know that like many people get lashes, but they're not like big enough. But like you do have like dark eyeshadow, but you want big lashes. So these are the ones I have. Those are pretty decent size. And I recommend, if we are in a rush, to get clear glue, because white glue is like not going to dry down, but there's people who will help you, and I'll be more than happy to help you guys. So that's what it looks like. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.